Hey, what's up, Ollie? How's it going, man? Where's everyone, you ask? It's Monday evening, you know. Yesterday was a bit of a crowded stream because it was Sunday evening. Although, now that I think about it, it's a bit weird, right? Sunday evening, people should be sleeping early instead of sleeping late. Anyway, how's your day going, Ali? Hey, what's up, wrong? All days are the same because I don't get holidays on Sundays anyway. Well, for you, it is. I guess for me too, as well. All days are the same for me too. It be whether it be weekend, a holiday, or whatever it may be. That was an awful rotation. You know, I still don't understand where his attacks hit, because like the animations make it look like you're getting hit. Like it also hits like in certain locations, but it doesn't. So I just don't get it. Where does it hit and where does it not hit? Like most bosses in the game, it's very like clear like where the attacks are gonna land. Much happened, but I forgot I had a class today. So you were absent to one of your classes? There's an achievement for going to the minimum size of the platform. Minimum size sorry, what does that mean? Okay. So are you saying that so he cuts the platform, right? Like he cuts a piece of it. Are you saying that he does that multiple times and like he keeps making the platform smaller? Cuts the arena in half, then half again, could do it 3 times. Really? I've never been patient enough to wait for, to draw out a boss fight. To me, it's more like, it's mostly just a chore at this point. It's mostly just a chore, so the sooner I can get it done with, the better. Doing it in co-op. I had to solo with Neuvillette. The Mavuika died on the first, and second, and the Kinich was useless with no pyro. Yeah, okay. And that is why I never want to do co-op. Like maybe if I don't know, like one of my old like high school buddies, like suddenly contacted me and said like, "Hey, I heard you play Genshin." Although that would be a very big surprise to me because like no one knows I play Genshin except you guys, of course. No one I know plays Genshin except for of course my wife and my kid, and then there's you guys. Yeah, just oh, but yeah, like that would be the only time that I would ever do co-op. Like if one of my old high school buddies were to like they contacted me and then they were like, "Hey, could you help me out with this boss?" Cuz like I would be over the moon. I would be over the moon just to like I would probably scare them away cuz I'd be so excited to like tell them everything. And what would end up happening is I would end up vomiting all that information into them, and then they would just lose interest in the game. Oh my god, well, that was an 8. That was stupid. You know what, I'm just gonna get my energy back. Whatever. I forgot that was his third attack. Okay, let's press E again, get some particles for Bennett. One more E, okay, we're good. I forgot that was his third attack already, so he would do like yeah, he would do either that or like the other attack that would give me a lot of a big DPS window. Hey, what's up, Siri? How's it going, man? Switch to Chinese dub because Chinese legit sounds weird. So you switch to a language that you think sounds weird. I think that in and of itself is weird. Wait, what? He didn't even... What? He didn't even go into his third attack. That would... Like, the attack that gives me... a big DPS window. That's weird. I've never had that happen to me before. So apparently, like, there's like an amount of HP that he goes below. Like, if he goes below a certain amount of HP, he just goes straight into phase 2. But if that amount of HP is not below 20%, then because like if his HP goes below 20%, then that means he doesn't go into phase 2. But if he goes below a certain amount of HP before he gets his like third uh long what's it called, long DPS window attack, but that HP isn't below 20%, then he just goes straight into phase 2. That's weird. I've never experienced that before. Imagine, imagine there's a Tagalog dub for Genshin. You know, at that point, like if they erased all other dubs in the game, like you would just like whenever you guys see me stream, I wouldn't quit the game. Right? Like that would be an exaggeration. I wouldn't quit the game for something as stupid as that. But you would. What would happen is, hang on, is there a way? Let me look at the settings. When you see me stream, if I can turn off, can you turn it off? Okay. You will never hear my characters talk ever again. The only time you will ever hear my characters talk on stream will be in cutscenes, which, you know, during cutscenes when I hear them start talking Tagalog, I'll immediately mute them. Like I'll immediately mute the game. And then like I'll just like chat with you guys while like a cutscene is playing in the background maybe. I just I nothing it's nothing about Tagalog. It's nothing about the language. My problem with Tagalog is so many great anime have like they played on TV when I was a kid. They played on TV when I was a kid. They played on one of the big local news channels, but at the same time they're not just a news channel. They also own like an entire channel. They play news during like in the evening or like whenever news is appropriate to play. But like throughout the whole day, the channel is basically theirs. Like they have TV shows. They license certain shows from other places. Also like AKA anime, right? Which is what I'm talking about now. So when I was a kid, I don't know if they still do this, but when I was a kid, they used to license a few anime, especially like the biggest, most popular ones, like Dragon Ball, Slam Dunk, Naruto. At one point, I don't know whether they did Bleach or not, right? But they licensed some of the most popular anime. Oh, there was another one. I don't know the name of this anime. Oh, I do. Card Captor Sakura, and I only know that because my wife told me about that anime. But I also kept seeing it on TV, like whenever I would like pass through the channels. Like it was because it was usually in the morning on the weekend. So, uh, I see like a glimpse of it while I'm breezing through the channels. Um, I can't remember anything else. Oh, Inuyasha, but but by the way, I recently learned and this goes into what I'm talking about here as well. So apparently, anyone who licenses the anime, and plays it like they air it on their own like platform or you know in uh. By the way, the channel I'm talking about, the local Philippine channel I'm talking about is ABS-CBN, I believe. Yeah, ABS-CBN, dude. I can't even remember their name off the top of my head. It's been so long since I've watched. Uh, Oh yeah, by the way, good news. The overflowing okay, wow, it's not even like overflowing ley line anymore. It's called overflowing abundance. You can farm any material like regardless of what day it is. Pretty cool. I appreciate that. Also, I heard this was not a thing. Like the day like which material assigned to what day is not a thing apparently in HSR, I heard. So like I guess, you know. Well, thanks for screwing us over, Hoyo. Inuyasha Tagalog dub. Yeah, like all of that, all of those. So like apparently if you license an anime, if you license an anime and like let's say you own a streaming platform or you own a TV channel, you license an anime, and you play it on your you show it, you air it on your channel, on your TV channel, or you air it on your streaming platform. So apparently, if you obviously like the Japanese dubs, right, like they're made like straight from Japan by the production studio as well. uh Apparently, if you want it dubbed in another language, that's up to you. That's on you. I did not know that. Like I really did not know that. So and I only learned about this like yesterday, literally yesterday, and I only learned about it because um a few days ago, Freeren English dub started Muse Asia started airing again, right? Like they already aired Freeren, but it was Japanese dub before, like English subs only. Last year they aired Freeren, last year English subs, and they're airing Freeren again, but this time English dubs. So I was like, yeah, sure, like on YouTube. I mean, like I know I can watch it anytime online, but like, okay, sure. Like when I open YouTube, like it'll be there. Sure, why not? And I watched the first episode, and something felt off immediately. Like it felt off, like almost right away. And I couldn't quite put my finger on it, especially because of the way that, you know how like Freeren is always so like, the way she speaks is always so like dead inside. So at first I didn't notice it because like the tone was always like if you like they sound so sleepy, right? Because it's free rent. And at first I couldn't put my finger on it, but something felt off. And then like as I kept watching, I noticed. I started thinking to myself, is this really what they sounded like? I've already watched free rent English dub before, uh, and it felt really off. I could because I haven't watched it in more over a year, so I couldn't immediately like identify that the voices were different. But apparently, it was a different English dub. Why would a Japanese studio pay for a Filipino dub? They can't even guarantee profit. Yeah, no, no, like so. Hear me out. Hear me out. Like apparently, so I only learned about this literally yesterday. So apparently, the animation studio does not actually pay for English dubs. Like they don't like they okay of course like they animate the stuff, right? They draw all the frames to make the anime to the animations, etc., right? And the studio, they also like the director and the producers, they decide like the music, when what kind of music plays here, when it plays, like they do all the storyboarding, what happens here and there, etc., etc., and of course that's all coordinated with music as well. And of course the emotions are also coordinated with the original dubs, and of course anime, Japanese, Japanese animation studios, so of course it's also dubbed originally in Japanese. So the animation studio, they deal like they make the anime, and apparently they only make uh everything, including the Japanese dub, but any other dub that's not Japanese apparently is up to whoever licenses the anime. Free Run released a year ago? No, no, no. I don't even remember when Free Run came out. But I remember I did not watch Free Run when it came out. I watched Free Run quite a bit later on. So yeah, apparently, so imagine this, right? Imagine this. So let's say, okay, Crunchyroll wants to license Free Run, but because Crunchyroll has such a big Western audience, so of course, they would want to have an English dub of it, right? So like because like I'm sure a bunch of like a huge chunk of their Western audience would like an English dub of this really famous anime. So apparently, it is up to Crunchyroll to pay for dubbing. Like they arrange for dubbing, they pay for dubbing. Of course, it probably has to get approved by the animation studio as well, like because they obviously they own the IP itself. Um, well, not the animation studio, but like whoever owns the IP. So yeah, and so let's say someone like Muse Asia, Muse wants to license Freerun again, and they want to air it in English. Because the English dub wasn't made by the animation studio or the author or whoever owns the IP, it was made by Crunchyroll. Now, Muse has to license the English dubs from Crunchyroll. But if they don't want to do that, or if they feel like that's, like the amount of money that they need to license that from Crunchyroll, like it would be cheaper to just make their own English dub, then they'll just do that apparently. And we got 2 minutes of silence for the poor souls who clicked the video thinking we were going to talk about the Chronicled banner. 2 minutes of silence, man. That's too much. That's too much. You're asking too much from me, man. You're asking too much from me. Um, okay, I need to get rid of some resin. Okay, so let's figure out what I need the most of. Natlan. Oh, that's okay. You know what? I appreciate that they label it. Like from which region it's from. Cool. I appreciate that. Now, if only they could just display the numbers, right? Like here, like in like what I don't care which corner, right? Just like how much we have of each material, so that I don't have to click on each and every single one of them and remember somehow. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to pull up Wiki here. I'm gonna have to pull up Wiki so that I could decide, so that I could figure out who uses what materials. So who did you get? No one. No one. I don't have the primos, man. I'm not pulling on that banner. If I did have the primos, I'm definitely gonna go for Shenhe and Jade Cutter. Where is there it is, Wiki. Okay, okay. So hang on, let me see. Hang on. Are there any more Fontaine characters that I want? Liyue characters. Oh, wait. Hang on. I do have a character that I'm actually farming for. Well, thinking of farming for. Thinking of farming for. So I'm thinking of building Lanyan. Because she's not I've given her a bit more thought. And she's actually pretty good. She's actually pretty good. Like I would put her in the same category as somebody like a Sucrose or a Kazuha. I don't pull on the Chronicle banner because I feel like it's not trustworthy. What do you mean? But the only character I don't have is Ayato, so I don't care. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Like you like don't care about like I mean obviously you do care about having strong characters, but like your like top priority is just to get every single character. I have 3 pity for 4 stars. Three pity for 4 stars? What does that mean? 20 pity for 5 stars. Should I go for Lanyan C2? Okay, I guess you mean like uh your last 4 star was 3 pulls ago. Yeah, nobody really counts. Nobody really counts like 4 star pity. Because the odds of getting a 4 star are just so much higher than getting a 5 star. So like you hardly like it's actually kind of rare for someone to get a 4 star every 10 pulls. It's most of the time it's just random. I just get him all like catching Pokemon, yeah. Okay, Lanyan, I believe. What does Lanyan take? Okay, I guess I could look at that here. Diligence. Okay. Diligence. Isn't that the same as Keqing's and Ganyu's? I think that is. Oh, no, no, not Keqing. Not Keqing, apparently. So Ganyu, same as Ganyu's. Okay. I guess I'm farming diligences. Okay, it'd be way faster if I just did this. Kept me getting Rosaria. And after C1 Arle, then I only got Lanyan. Speaking of which, I still want my C1 Arlecchino. Okay, this is probably going to be a 50-50 loss. This is probably going to be a Qiqi, isn't it? If I get Diluc here, I'm not even going to be mad. Oh, couldn't it have been Lanyan? Alright, I'm like this. I'm gonna lose 50-50 here. I should have. I could have. They could have at least given me a Lanyan copy, right? See, see. So like, yeah, I'm gonna lose 50-50 anyways. They couldn't be. Yeah, they couldn't even be bothered to give me a Lanyan copy. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I forgot. I forgot about the shop reset. Diligence there. Sorry, what enemies? I remember they changed this domain. Okay, okay, yeah, they did change the domain. Alright, sure. One more 10-pull, please? No, it's not gonna happen. Oh, what the? I thought, okay. Come on, just die. Thank you. We're good. I smell rat poop. I don't know where it's coming from. I smell a bunch of rat poop, like all of a sudden. Poor Furina. But you know the smell of rat poop? Dude, I live in the Philippines. Come on. It might not even be rat poop, because like, it's, so, okay, sure, there are a lot of rats, around the neighborhood. But, for some reason, by the way, like, the neighborhood I live in is the neighborhood that I grew up in also. Literally, the house I grew up in was like, is literally like the next intersection away from where I live now. And the house I lived in, I grew up in, had rats, like a lot of rats. And I've never seen Now, I don't know if these creatures that I see now are moles, but they don't seem like rats. They really don't seem like rats. So I've just decided to refer to them as moles. Anyone getting Mizuki? Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to laugh. I, I just thought it was funny. So what's funny is like you said that she seems useless, and like I cannot disagree with that. I don't understand. What is she supposed to be for? I don't get it. I don't understand what she's for. Hey, cool. C6 Rosaria, I guess. Cool. Who else did I get again? I guess no one. I got like okay. Chevreuse is already C6. Tainari. If I could just find the dude. Yeah, there. Get rid of that red dot. Sure. Any more red dots? No. D6 Rosaria gives crit rate. Isn't the crit rate part just? It's just straight up part of her kit, I think. So from what I remember, C6 is like physical red. Yeah, physical red shred. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Um, where is Rosaria? Uh, Rise termination attack decreases. Yeah, okay. Physical red shred. So crit rate, I believe, was crit hits regenerate. Yeah. It was her passive. Yeah, her passive. So already part of her kit. Did you just lose a 50-50? I just did, yes. Hey, it's you, sir. Good to see you again, man. How you been? Talking about rat poop, you know the sprinkles that they put in donuts? What the Flemish people in Belgium called them? Wait, donuts? No, sorry. I laughed because I suddenly remembered like this like really special like really expensive coffee. Like it's not poop, but it looks like poop and it comes out of what looks like the butt of a rodent-like creature from somewhere. I don't remember where it was, but I remember reading about it. It looks like poop, but it doesn't come out of a butt, but it does look like it does come out of what looks like a butt of a big rodent-like creature. And it's like it's used to make a really special, really expensive coffee. I don't remember the details about it. So that's why I laughed because like that was what I was thinking of, but like you're talking about donuts. Okay, that's a different thing. Moisen Strontes? No, that's J. Strontias, I guess is. I don't know. I don't know how to read that. We got another 10 pull here, boys. No, we do not. That's not enough for a 10 pull. Oops. Yeah. Probably 7, maybe 8. Do I need to condense resin for tomorrow? Minus 4 hours, 12 for... No. Don't need to. Don't need to. Who are you trying to pull? Arlecchino. Pronounced Mouse and Strong. Is that supposed to be pronounced like similar to like German? Because if it was, I assume it would be. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm an idiot. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, Ali. I stared at it for like in my mail and I didn't claim it. That was dumb. If it's German, like it's supposed to be pronounced like with a z, right? Mausen strong. Mausen strong Stronzai. Still don't know how to read it. Still not gonna get my Arlecchino. Yeah, especially because, you know, it's me. And 8 days left. Also, what was my pity at? Yo, that was sick. It was at 0 pity. That was at 0 pity, man. It still doesn't make up for what I had to go through, though. Look at what I had to go through, right? With on the Mavuika banner, and before I got my Arlecchino banner, my Arlecchino. Okay, so that's all right. 5. We'll just deduct 1 later. Okay, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, like whatever. Right? We'll just count. Where's my last 5-star? Come on. 75. 76. No, 74. 75. Okay. 75 pity. At the very least, I did win 50-50. So that's not so bad. Right? But before that, okay, let's count from Mavuika. Hey, what's up, Riz? Is that... That's you, isn't it, sir? You just changed your name, or like you have a different YouTube account with like the complete opposite name. Well, yeah, sure. Belgians called it Moisen Stronyas. We called it. Alright, well, I'm not reading these words. Okay, so I'll just reduce 2 for later. Okay, so 10, 15. Wait, I lost count. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Okay, so minus 2, minus 3, minus 3. Okay, 80. So what is that? It's like, was that 80? Yeah, 77. All right, 77. Oh, that was a 50-50? Okay, I guess that's not so bad. I guess I was thinking more, I guess I was remembering my third account. Yeah, I think I was remembering my third account. Okay, okay. I can't yap too much about it. I can't complain too much about on this account then. Anything I'm forgetting? No. Good. Sure. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. All right. Next account. I suppose that is some little trivia. That was certainly that certainly did count as trivia, Siri. RJ trying anything to complain about? Dude, you have not seen what happened to me on my third account. There's a reason why my third account is my youngest account, yet has 2 C6 5-stars. 2 C6 standard 5-stars, excuse me. What the heck? Hey, how did that get muted? Okay, so I have two ways of muting myself. One is like, it's like a capacitive button on the microphone itself. And another one is oh shoot, in OBS, like I set a hotkey to mute the mic audio, like to like disable it from like going out to the stream. It's to both enable and disable the mute. Yeah, enable, disable / disable the mute. I don't know how the OBS got muted for some reason. I might have accidentally pressed F2 because I have been pressing F3 a bunch. All right. Now preset. Ah, right. Boss. Do wishes and standards? Why would I want to do that when there's a new 5-star when there's going to be a new standard 5-star character? 5.4? Yeah. Wait, when will she get added into the standard pool? After 5.4 or like in 5.5, or will she be added after she disappears from the banner, which is, 5.4 second half? So 5.5? Okay. So after 5.4. Okay, okay. So she won't get added immediately after her banner goes away then. Oh, this is annoying. If I could just find these. Thank you. This is so annoying. I think I might have enjoyed the Senora boss fight compared to this. I don't like this boss. Where are my orbs? Ah! Oh, God. Orbs are too far away. Well, I guess enjoy is too strong of a word. I disliked the Senora fight less than this. I fear that Skirk will need this boss mats for her talents. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case. Because, like, remember, Lanyan, by the way, Liyue character, and is a new character, right? For some reason, wants this boss's mats. All the way in Natlan. How does that make sense? The design of this boss is sick, but the mechanics of this fight is so annoying. Night Soul itself is annoying. That is true. I mean, I understand, like, they had to do that. They had to figure out a way to make Natlan characters unique. They had to figure out a way to make us feel like we need to pull for Natlan characters. And I get it, it's their game. They can decide whatever they want to do with it. We're just along for the ride. And if we don't like it, then we can just quit playing it, right? So, where it is. Where are the rest of my orbs?
私と打ち合う。
I wonder what mechanic they'll add for Snezhnaya. It's probably gonna be something cringe.
善意を焼き尽くして世界の熱狂の渦に見届けるといい。
You know, I noticed that they've been slowly trying to figure out a way to make certain elemental reactions, like barely used elemental reactions, barely used or unused elemental reactions, and trying to make them, trying to at least give us at least one team where they're usable, right? Like with burning, right? No. It first started with Chevreuse with Overload, right? So like not necessarily Overload improved because of Chevreuse, but like we were forced into putting together an Overload team because Chevreuse only worked with when there were only Electro and Pyro characters on the team. So like Overload will just happen because we're trying to like meet the conditions to benefit from Chevreuse's really good kit. That wasn't a direct, I guess, like make an elemental reaction good kind of move, but it did make it so that like we were using a team that made a lot of those elemental reactions. So that was the beginning, and then at some point we got Emily, right? And she was not very popular, but she was indeed the start of burning, right? Especially, despite how unpopular she was, I think Emily was like more popular because of the rumors circulating that she was gonna pair really nicely with Kinich, and Kinich just for some reason has so many fans. Like he was just really loved. Like, Kinich felt like at the time, like when he was about to be released, like he felt kind of like Xiao, you know, even though like he wasn't very good. Still had a lot of wanters. Shatter comebacks in Snezhnaya. And recently they buffed which reactions did they buff again? So I know that Superconduct was one of them. Electrocharged, I think. Superconduct, Electrocharged, and a few others. It didn't like. I remember what I remember is like Superconduct got the biggest like multiplier boost, but it still really didn't help because like 1,000,000 times 1 is still like no matter how many times you multiply 1 on top of each other, they're like 1 to the power of 1,000,000 is still 1, right? So it really didn't help Superconduct much, but I'm willing to bet that's like a future move. It's like for the future. Frostbitten enemies can be shattered. Shatter. So yeah, there's Shatter, and I think like what's his name? Fremine. Yeah, Fremine from Fontaine, right? Is sort of a Shatter character, and I'm willing to bet that Hoyo is going to be taking notes from Fremine's kit, as well as like how players have been using him. At least you know the 3 players that are using Fremine. Okay, come on. telling me where you're going. There we go. Boken da boken! Oh, no, no, no. Oh my god, that is the wrong... This is not a burst character. This is not Mavuika. Oh man, that was dumb. Just get this over with. Let's go to phase 2. Come on, come. Okay, whatever. Break it. Thank you. Wait, what? Why didn't I go to phase 2? Oh, I guess I didn't get him down to a low enough HP. Why am I running faster? Okay, I'm going to die here. If I could just get some energy back. Oh god. Arlecchino is barely hanging on by a thread. Alright, I need to burst on Arlecchino very soon. Okay, thank you. Oh, boy, that was close. RJ, use protection when using Arlecchino. Oh man, funny. I say the same joke so many times, it's still funny. As long as it's not like right after one another, right? Like you as long as you don't spam it. A good joke is still a good joke. Okay, so who do I farm for on this account? I guess I could think about farming for Lanyan, because like Lanyan's honestly I think Lanyan is a pretty good character. My problem why I say I'm thinking of building Lanyan is because I don't have a big chunk of Lanyan's materials. Especially the... Wait, do I even have Lanyan on this account? Could they just please like give us like a simple search box here somewhere, you know? Like when we're in this screen, like when we go here, we could just like start typing on the keyboard and then like it would immediately search whatever we typed. I don't think that's so hard to do. I understand it would clutter up the UI and like it would lose its like Genshin like minimalist UI like aesthetic, but come on. Okay, I do have her on this account. Oh wow, huh? How much did I wish on this account already anyway? Okay, so let's see, Lanyan. All right, let's check our materials. Whopper flower stuff. Don't have any. 428 366. Jade something. 86. Yep, don't have that. Not looking forward to farming that stuff. What is this? I'm guessing this is Animo Jades. 216. 384. Okay, do I have any mats from this boss? Oh. Oh yeah, okay. Wait, what? Second account. Oh yeah, yeah, because because I was farming, I farmed for, I pre-farmed for Mavuika on this account, but I never got her. So, that's great. Diligence. 648.77. X 7. Jades are easy to farm, don't worry. I don't remember I don't remember the farming route for it, but I do remember farming Jades for Xianyun because I did get Xianyun on my first and third accounts. But um yeah, so and I don't have like this bad taste in my mouth from it. I don't remember the experience, but all I remember is I don't remember having a bad experience of doing it. So that's all I remember. So yeah, I'm still not looking forward to farming it. I hate farming overworld stuff. But you know, at least it's not awful. Okay. Well, apparently I. Oh wait, why is the? I was happy to see that it seemed like I had most of the materials that I wanted, that I needed, and then I realized I didn't click it properly. Okay, so I'm missing 21 energy nectars. I hate farming for whopper flowers. Their drop rates are kind of high because they're not a highly abundant enemy. Like there aren't that many of them, so their drop rates are pretty high. But that's the part about it that I don't like farming. That's the reason why I don't like farming whopper flowers. Is like usually there's really only one, two, or three of them in a spot. No, not happening. Oh, I guess my Rosaria is already C6 here. I could find her. Yeah. Okay, sure. Okay, so I don't need to farm for Lanyan. But it does seem I need like I need to farm for more what is this called? Contention. Is this still up to date? 147 167. Okay, cool. And intention. Yeah. This Arlecchino C00. Yes, that's right. If I wish the Chronicled banner right now, will those pity be counted to the next Chronicled banner? You know what? That's actually a really good question. I don't know the answer to that. I hope it would be. But I kind of don't see it happening. Well, what enemies were in here again? Oh, those guys. Uh, okay, I guess I'll use this team. I spent a day farming for Tidal Shadow. What's Tidal Shadow again? The name sounds familiar, but I don't remember what it is. These things have high pyro res, don't they? Whatever, this is cringe. Okay, I'm confused though, because when was it? Okay, yesterday I did Imaginarium Theater, and fighting those dudes. Now it's the versions of these guys that didn't have a permanent pyro on them. It said that pyro characters had an advantage. You know, I still don't understand like which of these guys have permanent pyro on them and which ones don't. Is there a way to tell? I believe it does carry over. That would be nice if it does, because like that would be so unfair if it didn't. It's like if it didn't, if they made it so that the pity doesn't carry over to the next Chronicled banner, like there would be a lot fewer people pulling on the Chronicled banner. I don't even know what's a good team to use against these enemies. I guess this one. They have eroding in their name. So eroding is the one with no pyro on them. I see. Alright, thanks, Bulbasaur. Contention, right? Okay, that is right, contention. Besides, the Chronicled banner isn't guaranteed to appear again this year. Really? After, like, those rumors that 5.4 would have Inazuma Chronicled banners? Yeah, like, you know, I feel like one part about listening to rumors and listening to people talk about rumors that is just that I hate is even if you do take them with a grain of salt, like you actually like have a brain and like you actually think about the fact that okay, these are rumors, so like they could be wrong, they're not official, they're not news, they're rumors, they're leaks, right? So when you hear people talk about them, you actually think that okay, like this is potentially not true. Like you form your opinions on which ones you believe and which ones you don't believe. Okay, that's all of it. I still don't like listening to people talk about rumors and leaks that seem so out there. You know, like it just sounds. It makes people sound so desperate. They just seem so desperate to get something good in a game that's. I wouldn't call Genshin not generous. I'm not here to talk to this thing. Why am I talking to it? I wouldn't call Genshin not generous, but I also wouldn't call it the most generous game out there. And when I hear people talk about like stuff like so 5.3, we have the Liyue Chronicled Wish Banner. And then like even before the Chronicled Wish Banner came out for 5.3, people are already starting to talk about Inazuma Chronicled Wish Banner in 5.4. Like it sounds so like it makes people sound so desperate and like how much copium did you huff today? You know, like that you actually believe that stuff. Are Senora main still active? Didn't their subreddit get privated after after what happened? Capitano mains are the new Senora mains. Have you seen Half-Life 3 and Silk Song fan bases? What the heck is Silk Song? The rumors they make. Oh my god. Rumors. Half-Life 3. I get that like man, okay, yeah, that's right. I have heard about people talking about like coping about Half-Life 3 already. It just makes people look so what's the word I'm looking for? Undignified. And I find the other one. Oh man. Hollow Knight sequel, Silk Song. Hollow Knight. Very different name. There gonna be a genuine rerun anytime soon. I don't expect it. Yeah, I don't expect a genuine rerun anytime soon. I mean, there could be because like genuine hasn't been reran in a year now. I don't know. Hang on. Let's look it up. Genshin. Okay, banner history. All right. Let's see. Can we control F here? No, I cannot. I'll try a different website. Nope, still cannot control F on this website. What is a good... Oh, what is this? Paimon Plus? Oh! Oh, okay, that's a cool website. 5.3. Okay, that's a cool website. I can't control F names here. How do I move these? What the heck am I looking at? What in the world am I looking at? So I just found this website called paimon.plus/en/wish dash banner. Hang on. Let me share it. What the heck is this? I've never seen this before. Oops. What is this thing? Like, is this thing? I don't... Okay. Version 5.3. So, like, what is this lines? Okay, so this is a list. Like, on this side is a list of all the characters, right? Oh, okay, I get it. Because, okay, so Baizhu, Shenhe, okay, because they're in 5.3 on the Chronicled Wish banner. Okay, so what is this? One patch since their last banner? I think so. But, okay, so how do I scroll? Oh, here. Okay. Alright, so... Oh man, this would be so much easier with a laptop. It's like they're like I could just use 2 fingers to scroll. Can we control F? Nope. I cannot see Jianyun's face. Can anyone see Jianyun's face? Maybe we could find it down here. .4. Oh, there. Okay. 4.5. So okay, now we're in 5.3. Okay, so almost a year. Almost a year. Wait, one patch is 40 days. So, yo, no. When was 5.3? Yeah, okay, so I guess it has been a year. And she hasn't had a single rerun, hasn't she? Half a what pyramid? Okay, 4.4. No. No Jianyun rerun so far. If Jianyun was gonna rerun, then 5.3 was would have been the patch, because like it's a Liyue themed one, right? It's a Liyue thing. But instead we got a Natlan character. No, we got 2 Fontaine characters. And 2 Natlan characters, and no one from Liyue. Of course, there was the Chronicled Wish banner, but that's that's different. Search for Nashi pyramids. Man, I mean, hang on. Let's quickly look it up then. Oh, it's a math thing. Just think about it. Emily looks like she appeared out of nowhere, not story or lore related. I mean, like we've had a bunch of characters like that before. Chiori was one of them, right? We just have characters like that that have nothing to do with the main story. They're just side characters.
少しはまともになってきた。闇来たる破滅の時がカウントダウン開始。私と打ち合う気か。
What did you expect, RJ? It's me. Yeah, sure. Yori did appear more often than Emily. And then there's Ito. Well, would you say that Ito has nothing to do with the main storyline? He was in he was trapped in the chasm with us. In the chasm our conquest. So does that count as main story? Main story relevant? When are we gonna get a cryo, pyro, and hydro? Cryo, pyro, and hydro. Yeah, because we already have an electro, dendro, and geo one. Wait, what are we missing? So, cryo, pyro, and hydro. And we already have electro, dendro, geo. Oh, animo, right? Lanyan. Yeah, Lanyan. No saying anything bad about the event Archon? Event Archon. Oh, Ito. Event Archon. Well, I gotta say, he did give us a pretty, like, an event, you know, like a long-term event that they, like, Hoyo seems to really like repeating. Like, you know, like the beetle thing. Although, like, I was sort of surprised to not see Ito anywhere in this time. Hmm. 29K. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fine. You know, I kind of, I'm not happy with my Bennetts. My Bennetts are somewhat low on ER. But I also can't give them enough, any more ER than what they already have, because I just don't have any more Noblesse pieces. He was passed out for the majority of the quest. You gonna appear next update? Really? Ito? I walked into that one. Okay, that was... I could not have timed that worse. Okay, we're good. You're healed. Come on, particles, thank you. Wait, why is this? What? Why was it doing barely any damage? Doing a Bless Strongbox? Yeah, I guess so. But I haven't Strongboxed in a really long time. You know, this is the one big thing that I don't like about using Candace. It's so hard to give her enough energy recharge. She needs so much energy recharge. Didn't I already press E? Why is it so hard to get you enough energy recharge? You have almost 300 energy. Candace's burst. It's an 80 cost burst, isn't it? This is good, Kaio. 60 energy. 60 energy, and you still can't get the burst. Hey, what's up, wrong person? How much is Kaya Burst? Kaya Burst, I believe, is 60 as well. It is I, the one and only, the person whose first message very early on in the stream was "Be right back." Comes back an hour later. Wanted 89 energy recharge. Still not enough for some reason. Wonder if I have enough on this account. Oh, no, definitely not enough. 430, 208. Sorry, I'm keeping track of the mats that I need for Lanyan. I do plan on building Lanyan, but like, I'm not in a rush to build her. Diligence books. 46, 74. 74. Okay, sure. Oh, gems. Six. No, 8. 163. 323. Okay, so there are a couple of things that I need to farm for. But again, no rush. Alright, so at this point, I don't know which materials I should be farming for. Do you know any good stream games? Stream games worth playing? What do you mean by stream games, Pubisor? Like any good games to stream? Good games to play, like if we're on stream? Is that what you're asking? Steam. Oh, Steam. Okay, but you typed stream. You know, you did type Steam. You said stream. Yeah, like look at your last message. Do you know any good stream games worth playing? No, I don't know. I don't play games on Steam. You know, no, I'm the most wrong person to be for you to be asking that question, man. The only Steam games I've ever actually played are so Dota 2, CS:GO, but I've never played against people. Well, CS:GO, I know CS:GO is gone. Now it's been upgraded to CS2. Uh, I've never played against people. Only ever played against bots. Um, and of course GTA 5 because like I got GTA 5 through Steam instead of like their because like at the time that I got GTA 5 they didn't have their own launcher yet. Their own launcher came about a year after I got it on Steam. Hey, what's up, Pixie? Good to see you, man. CS:GO? Nope. CS gone. Yes. All right, that was pretty good. I like that. Bro plays Genshin. Can't expect him to give a good option. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. I think a good someone. I think a question like that would be most appropriate for would be the kind of gamer who plays a lot of games. Not like me, right? Like you know what kind of gamer I am. I play like I play. I'm the type of gamer that will like play a game and I will stick to it for as long as possible. You didn't welcome me, RJ? I did. I welcomed you like what? So, like when the stream started, you were the first guy here. Ever thought about playing Stardew Valley? No, no. It's not my kind of game. It's not my kind of game. I've seen lots of clips of it. $55, $53, $91, $78, $5. Okay, who uses what mats? Hang on. Natlin. Natlin. Ah, there. Okay. Contention, kindling, and conflict. Okay. So contention, Malani, power traveling Mavuika, kindling. Oh, kindling. Okay, Citlali uses those mats. Okay, okay. He plays old games about killing dinosaurs. That's yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, I'm gonna rest now, guys. Bye, guys. Have a good stream, man. All right, hey, thanks for stopping by, one person. Take care, man. Especially the current event they have right now. The Pixel event is stinking cute. Pixel event. Oh, this is a different game, right, Shenrin? Speaking of cool events, what do you guys think of the web event that's going on in Genshin right now? What is it called? Ratan something? Immortal Ratan? Whatever it's called. I think it's a pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool web game. Oh my. Well, okay, that was dumb. I used the condensed resin. The hole in the wall. When you were playing. Yeah, yeah. Have you not? Have you seriously not done the web event? I think it's worth like okay, 80 primos doesn't sound like a lot, but like that's half a pull. And I have to say though, I don't think for someone who has more time, no, someone who has more money than time, the web event, it takes up quite a lot of time. Like at least this one specifically takes up quite a lot of time for how little you're getting in return. Everything goes into the square hole. Is this a what's it called? Idiocracy reference? Or is this some kind of joke that I'm missing? Why does it have to be 160 gems for one pull? Why couldn't it be 120 or 100 per pull? Because they did the math on it. They did the math on it, and that is just the perfect amount. That is the perfect amount for one pull, according to their math. Because remember, they spent like initial development, right? Like their development to get Genshin out the door, to get the game released. They spent somewhere around $100 million on Genshin. That is not a small amount of money. And in return for their initial investment to get Genshin released, as well as their continued investment, right? Like the continued amount of money that they're spending to continue to develop the game, to keep updating it, which, according to Wikipedia, is nearing $1 billion now in total. But in return for that, they're also nearing 10 billion. Wait, is it 10? No, million. Wait, hang on. Am I dumb? Yeah. Wait, I think that's the right number. Hang on. Let me see. Genshin. I think 10 billion is the right number. Nearing 10 billion. I don't know. It's a big number. It's a really big number. Right? So, we are not talking about petty amounts of money here. You're not talking about petty amounts of money. So, do you think that they just came up with 160 primo gems per pull just because it's what they came up with? No. They did a lot of math to make sure like a lot of math and a bunch of psychology, a bunch of statistics and a bunch of psychology to decide what would have been the perfect number to really optimize and to really min max like how we can get people to go for more. I think they can now reduce it, seeing how popular Genshin has gone. Like really? You okay? Here's an example. Here's an example. Okay. I understand. There are a lot of businesses out there, big corporations that are still run with goodwill. Right? They're still run with goodwill, run by money, but also a lot of goodwill. How many of those companies do you think are out there? Do you think they're like what 50% of the big corporations out there? No, I highly doubt it. There's probably like one or two out there. If you're earning $10 billion, let's say you're earning $1 billion a year, just because you're earning so much money, would that be a reason for you to suddenly decide, hey, I can make it cheaper for my customers? So next year, I'm gonna decide to earn only $999 million next year, so that I can make it $1 million cheaper for all my customers. Do you think any rich guy out there is ever gonna do something like that? Especially when you know your product is really hot, is doing really hot. Customer satisfaction doesn't pay bills. Yeah. In fact, customer satisfaction is an expense. So that because being F2P in this game is hard, especially with all the new characters that are coming. Yeah, but do you think Hoyo cares that much about free-to-plays? Dude, free-to-plays are an expense. Now, very indirectly, free-to-plays are a potential income, right? Because, okay, like here's an example. The Mavuika banners recently, right? The Mavuika banners, the Arlecchino banners, and the Chronicled banners that we have going on right now came straight out of January, right? Especially the Mavuika Citlali banners. Literally came on January 1st. Right after, what, Christmas? Right after New Year? Right? And rumors and leaks started coming out before that, when people were getting their Christmas bonuses. People were getting their 13th month pays. Kids were getting their Christmas presents. Right? How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet that so many free-to-plays are now ex-free-to-plays because of the Mavuika Citlali banners that just so happen to be perfectly timed after December. Right? So free-to-plays are a potential source of income. They are also a source of very indirect income. And by the indirect income I'm talking about is the marketing behind them. Because there are so many free-to-plays in Genshin, right? Like I guarantee there are like way more free-to-plays in Genshin than there are whales and spenders. And of course, because there are free-to-plays, because you can play Genshin as a free-to-play, and you know it doesn't feel awful to play as a free-to-play. It doesn't feel great when stuff like the Mavuika Citlali banners and Arlecchino banners and the Chronicled Wish banner like are released back to back to back to back. As a free-to-play, it feels awful, but the game is still completely playable, and it doesn't feel completely awful, even as a free-to-play, because there's so many of us, because there's so many free-to-plays, there's so many mouths talking about the game, and on top of the just players, there are also a bunch of content creators out there, smaller content creators that don't earn enough to be able to spend money in the game. They just play the game free to play, but are also very indirectly promoting the game just by playing it on stream or playing it or making videos of it. Right? But I highly doubt that is enough to cover the costs for like how much more server compute, so server storage we're taking up, server like compute, like I don't know what's the proper term for it, like computing, server computing that all the free to plays are taking up. Yeah, so there's no way a person earning $1 billion a year is gonna suddenly decide, hey, I'm making a lot of money thanks to all my customers. Next year, I'm gonna make it $1 million cheaper for all my customers. By deciding to reduce the price and earning $999 million a year instead of $1 billion. I don't think I have enough, right? Oh yeah, shop reset. Guess I do have enough. Nope. Not happening. Not happening. Of course not with my luck. Hmm. What? Why does the game seem so quiet? What's my pity at on this account? Okay, so I guess now I'm at 20 pity. Alright. I'm gonna get on my friend's account. I'm gonna do his Imaginarium. It's definitely gonna be a breeze. I don't want to stream for too long today. But I do have enough time to do Imaginarium, like a quick Imaginarium, because it's really not gonna take that long on my friend's account. Whoa. What the? Did my friend just see to his Chlorinde? When did he do that? Okay, that's the wrong banner, I think. Oh, yeah, no. Did he do that this patch? Jean. I don't remember his Chlorinde being C2. No? What? Has it always been C2? I don't remember. D6 Furina. Yeah. My friend's a bit of a whale. Is Venti even built on this account? Is EM stringless? HP, okay, sure. Bit of a whale? You know. I mean, he's not like most whales that you guys see who have like C6, R5 most characters. Okay, so Mona is not built at all. Sure. Yeah, okay. Auto select. Oh, Jean. Oh no, 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 no. No, of course we're gonna pick Chevreuse. Wonder what Candace's build is. Nope, not built. Not built at all. What about Diluc? Okay, not built. Not built. Even Chevreuse isn't built. Wait, what? Why didn't he build Chevreuse? Sucrose is not built. Candace, not built. What did I want to see again? Oh man, there's so many characters here that are not built. They're leveled but not built. Okay, Diluc would be completely useless here. Okay. Oh no, no, no. Chevreuse would still be useful. How about Jean? Not built. Okay. Why are all these characters not built at all? Like 0 artifacts on them. Wander maybe? Who should I be borrowing here? Chaska. Oh, C2 Chaska. Not bad. How do you guys feel about Molani's playstyle, by the way? I don't like it at all. Like, even as I tried it in the trial thing, I immediately knew that I wouldn't like it. Molani was fun. Really? You thought it was fun? I don't like it. The thing I don't like it about the most is there's 0 feedback to like when you do damage. And I understand it's water, right? It's water, so like they didn't like Eula's burst, for example. When it explodes, it looks like there's a shockwave happening, right? And then you get this like satisfying like oomph when it pops. With Molani, it's like quick, quick, like, and then like it just you see the big number, but it doesn't sound like a big number. It doesn't feel like a big number. Feedback. All right. All right. Hey, Mr. J, I see you, man. I see you. How do you farm for God in Wanderer's Troop? World bosses and weekly bosses? You don't farm them. You just pay attention to the pieces that you get whenever you farm for, whenever you do weekly bosses and world bosses. And you lock whatever you have available. No, whatever you lock, whatever it is that you. Hang on. Position, alternate cast members. No.
網を引きに行きましょう。祭りでもやるん
Okay, I guess you and Mia can deal with these guys, no problem. Just play with volume at 0 then. But that's the point though, like I wanna hear it. Your goal is phrased kind of weird. Really? How can it be interpreted then? What's a weird way to interpret the goal? The sound effect. I mean, it really does sound like that. It sounds like water. Like it sounds like it's not. It doesn't even sound like a splash. Like, right? Like when you do a shark bite on Milani, it just sounds like a. Okay, the word I was about to. I had to stop myself from like. From getting the word out of my mouth. I'd rather not say that word. Ow.
足元に気をつけて。風だ。運命が水面に映るのです。運命よ。気ぃつけるで。せっ。キャッキー。やっ。
I'll help you for 5 super chats implies I need to donate 5 times for help. Well, it's up to whoever. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, now that I think about it, yeah, that's kind of dumb. Well, yeah, maybe the you there isn't appropriate. I'll help someone. Maybe like whoever. Wait, what does it say? Oh my, oh man, 5 minutes left. Dude, really? Has it been 2+ hours already? Oh, okay. I guess it has been. Oh. Right, hang on. Who do I have and who do I need? Okay, bosses are... Okay, I would prefer... Okay, sure, alright.
楽しい旅になるといいね。
Have timer on goals? Why? I don't know. I mean, like, isn't that how it works on Twitch too? There's a timer on there's what is it called? Sub goals, I think is what they're called on Twitch. Maybe set tiers instead of if that's possible. What do you mean by set tiers? Well, what kind of tiers? I just set the goal to like any, because the goal is like the different tiers with what is it called? Supers. It's like they're different tiers. They categorize it by color, and I just set it to any color. Mm. That different rewards for different colors? It's, you know, it's just, I understand you're trying to optimize it, man. But like, I've thought about it, about optimizing stuff like that for like a long time now. And not even just mine, right? Like even before I started doing this, like I started, like I kept, because like obviously they're like these big streamers, big YouTubers, right? Like we see what they do, we see how they do it all the time. So like it's not very hard to copy what they do, especially like as long as you're not stupid. Like it's not, like a lot of it is like pretty in your face, right? Like you just got to pay attention and you can clearly see what they're doing and how they do it. And then at some point when I finally started to, well, do YouTube myself, I slowly realized that their strategies don't work at tiny scales. It works really well at large scale, but it just doesn't work at like the tiny scale that I'm at. And it's the same concept as you know how like so I've been recruited a bunch of times by these like MLM networking, like whatever it's called, networking, I don't know, like investment business, whatever, right? Like I've been recruited a bunch of times by these, and the one of the most common ways that they try to recruit you is by saying, instead of leaving your money sitting in your bank account doing nothing, why don't you invest it and then let your money work for you, right? And then like the logic seems sound, right? It sounds like a really good idea until you realize you're like that you, a regular person who wasn't born to rich parents, who lives off of a paycheck, lives from paycheck to paycheck. Hang on, sorry. What is it? Selectable event that costs 15 flowers. Okay, sure. Okay, seems nice. Lives from paycheck to paycheck. Vigor is not full. Will have their vigor fully restored. Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll take that. Venti. It just doesn't work because you don't have money sitting in your account doing nothing. There's nothing in your account. Like, is okay. Most people, their assets, like if you look at, like, obviously they don't actually have books, right? They don't actually like keep, like, you know, keep a list of like all of this, their assets, their liabilities and stuff like that. Like they don't have an accountant doing stuff like that for them. But if you totaled all their stuff, like all their assets or all their liabilities, right, like everything that they have, most people are in the negative. They have debts to pay, that their next salary is already has already been calculated as to which debts they're going towards. And by the time they get their next paycheck, most of it will go straight into paying whatever needs to be paid, right? Like it goes straight into paying debts, and then whatever's left is for groceries and stuff. Let your money work for you. That doesn't sound like a good idea. That sounds like a scam. I mean, it really, like, it's not wrong, right? That's essentially what rich people do. That's what rich people do, right? Like, think about it. If I was like a rich dude, and I had like, let's say, if I had 50 million pesos sitting in my bank account, and like I have no idea what to do with it. Because like I let's say I don't know, like I earn I don't know, let's say I earn I don't know, like 1 million pesos a month, and I am very frugal, and I live in a very low in a really cheap city. I'm very frugal. I live in a very cheap city. My monthly expenses are somewhere around 20,000 pesos, but say I earn 1 million pesos a month, and I have 50 million pesos sitting in my bank account doing nothing. If I use that 50 million pesos, if I, because let's say, okay, for example, if I go to the bank and say, hey, can I borrow 50 million pesos? And then, of course, the bank's going to ask me, and I'm like, okay, well, I need it. I'm going to start a business. Right, and say, okay, they do let me borrow 50 million pesos because they could see I have another 50 million pesos in my own account with them, right? So that let me borrow. Now I have 100 million pesos in cash, 50 million pesos in debt, in liabilities, but now I can use this 100 million that I have to say franchise a McDonald's or a Jollibee or a KFC or something, and that 100 million pesos, that's like guaranteed. Like of course I'm gonna have to do a bunch of work for it, but not as much. Like I could literally hire like a bunch of people to help me out on it, and I'm basically like throwing $100 million, 100 million pesos, and over time it's all gonna come back to me. It's more than 100 million pesos is going to come back to me. Maybe it's not going to be immediate. It's probably going to be in the next 10 to 15 or 20 years. But hey, more than 100 million pesos is going to come back to me. So I essentially let my money work for me. So it's not wrong. It's what rich people do. Right? Like, another example. Okay, another example. Really, really big real estate companies. Companies that own shopping malls. So in the Philippines, that would be someone like Ayala or SM. So in Cebu City, a couple of years ago, I don't remember which year, but SM, so SM in the Philippines, actually like the largest, I believe it's the largest mall in all of Asia. Well, it used to be the largest mall in all of Asia. SM in Manila used to be the largest mall in Asia. Right? But a few years ago, they made an even bigger mall in Cebu City. Also, of course, called SM. But of course, buying a giant plot of land to put your mall on is going to be really expensive. So what they did was, I'm pretty okay. I guess they bought it, right? They bought it. They spent a ton of money reclaiming the sea. They put a bunch of land in the water and essentially made more land than what they bought. And they put their giant mall in the middle of it. They called up all their rich buddies. Hey, I'm gonna put up an SM here. I'm gonna put up a mall here. Buddy, do you want to buy a plot of land next to the mall? Maybe you wanna start. You want to put your like housing over here. Hey George, you wanna put up a hospital on the left side of the mall? You wanna put up a school over here? I don't know, a fair, right? Like billion pesos, boom, gets me 2 billion pesos. Right? The rich use money to make more money. So yeah, it works, but it doesn't work at the scale, at tiny, tiny scale. It doesn't work with people down here at the bottom of the pyramid. Oh man, there I just realized there are no fodder characters here. Okay, I guess it's you. You're comparing a third world country to a third world country because I am in a third world country. What other example am I gonna be using then? And even if I do live in a third world country, we still have billionaires here, man. And not even just billionaires like in pesos, but like so there are some Filipinos that are worth billions even in US dollars. Just because it's a third world country doesn't mean we don't have billionaires. It still works in the same the idea still works. If you have money that you don't need like okay, right, so some of these really rich people, they earn like, you know, if we probably break it down, they probably earn more like I don't know, like somewhere around 5 to 15 million pesos a month. Net income. There's no way you're gonna be able to spend 15 million pesos in a month just on groceries or rent. Right, so they have like all this cash burning a hole in their pockets. And because they, you know, the fact that they have that much cash means that they already are in the industry of doing business, of trade. They immediately know what to do. Like they already know what to do with it. All this cash is going to be used to make even more cash. Talking to chat, RJ. Yeah, sure. Again, I wasn't referring to you, RJ. I was referring to yeah. Right. Yeah, why would I compare a third world to something to US? In Southeast Asia, SGD, Singaporean dollars. Strongest MYR. MYR is Myanmar something. Second Thai baht, third pesos, fourth. Yeah, and the strength of currency doesn't even, you know, if you think about it, how much each currency trades into each other, it does matter, yes, but it really doesn't matter as much as you think it does. Because the fact that so a few years ago, no, actually quite a few years ago, like I remember when I was like young and I had no idea about all of this stuff. I remember my friends, like one of my friends learned about something dinar. What country is that from? Dinar. It's from the Middle East, I think. It's from the Middle East. So one of my friends learned about it and shared it with us. Dubai, yeah, they shared it with us. And apparently, so at that time, US dollars traded for like somewhere around 40 pesos, for 40 Philippine pesos. And one dinar traded for like 200 plus pesos at the time. Right? So like, of course, like, I mean, most of us were like, whoa, that currency is so big. Like if I just had one of that currency, I'd have 200. And if I have 200 of that, I would have 20,000 pesos. But then again, like if you trade, it just sort of works. Like obviously, like it's a lot more complicated. Like I'm oversimplifying it. But if you buy a laptop for around 40,000 pesos, Philippine pesos, and let's say you didn't have Philippine pesos in cash, you had dinar in cash, then of course you wouldn't be paying 40,000 dinar. You would be paying 200 dinar. Is that right? Hang on. Yeah, okay, the math was right. Yeah, you'd be paying 200 dinar. You wouldn't be paying 40,000 dinar, right? Like it currency trade, because like, if how much each currency traded with each other was like mattered so much, then wouldn't that mean that Japanese yen and Korean won would be awful to trade with? Because like their value is so low that you literally have like 10,000 yen bills, like to buy, I don't know, like to buy food, to buy lunch, right? So what matters the most is how much does your currency trade to oh shoot, what's the word I'm looking for? Hang on. What? Oh man, I can't remember how it's. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. So, for most countries, not everywhere, for most countries, like let's say for example, the Philippines wants to buy something from Japan. Of course, Japan doesn't use Philippine pesos. So, okay, how do we decide? Do I give you Philippine pesos, or should I convert my money to Japanese yen and give you Japanese yen instead, or what? How do we do this trade, right? And from what most countries do is instead they trade in US dollars. I have to go eat dinner, guys. All right. Yeah, see ya, man. Yeah, of course they trade in US dollars because they trade in US dollars because they just see the US dollar as like a stable currency that they're like, okay, I'm gonna give this amount of Philippine pesos to trade into X amount of US dollars. And when I give you this X amount of US dollars, you can get X amount of Japanese yen. And all right, we're good. Right? And then like most entrepreneurs, like most businesses, most countries just trade in that way. Reserve currency. I just remember the term reserve currency. And from what I understand, apparently the term reserve currency, like there's no law that enforces these countries should trade in this specific currency if they want to trade with each other. No, like apparently it's just a choice that countries make. Depending on like which currency they trust the most, they trust to be stable and don't like which currencies don't suddenly like spike up and down in value. Because like if I buy something from Japan, I'm a businessman. I buy something from a Japanese businessman, and I trade my Philippine pesos to dollars. If the US dollar isn't a stable currency, like it fluctuates up and down, and suddenly the value of US dollars goes down, that means I can get a bunch of US dollars for less Philippine pesos than usual now, and I'll just like all of a sudden I'll trade a bunch of my Philippine pesos to US dollars and get a bunch of US dollars, and then when I give my the US dollars I got to the Japanese businessman, okay, that's good news for me, but it's awful news for whoever I'm trading with. That also depends on like when they traded, right? Like when they trade it back into Japanese yen, right? Because like if all of a sudden the value of US dollars goes up again, and then like they're like, oh yeah, okay, I gotta trade this US dollars that they got from me into Japanese yen so I can use the money. And like, oh no, the value of US dollars is going up. I don't want to trade it now. Okay, well, what am I gonna do? I don't have cash to use right now. I need cash, but I can't trade it because I'd be at a deficit. And all of this just came from the thought that, from the notion to make money work for you, and something networking. Something like that. Let's see. Powerful foes, enemies easily grouped. I get that value is relative. I'm just distracting your yappy ass and extracting a segment. Value is relative. That is true. Value really is relative. It is because like even oh man, okay, now you got me into science here somehow. Even where are you is relative, right? Even location is relative. You can't like if your coordinates are relative to Earth, right? Like the numbers coordinates. Yeah, let me think here first. I need pyro, pyro, but also some hydro. Oh, I guess. Hang on. With a bunch of pyro, dudes. I think that could work. Ooh. That might work. Hang on. Let me think. Okay, Animo. Okay, pyro. Who else can I put in there? Okay. Oops. Wait. Oh yeah, Arlecchino's here. Okay. Okay. Oops. This is not the selector. I think I can make this work. Hang on. Gaming, Mavuika, Chaska, and Xingqiu, I guess. Okay, sure. Oops. However, I still stand by what I said before. Having a million of worthless currency doesn't make you a millionaire. Tell that to the Venezuelans, man. I remember I heard about this story that so wait, was it Venezuela? Yeah, it was Venezuela. It was Venezuela. Venezuela apparently has changed its currency. I don't remember when, but it was within somewhat recent history. So at some point they experienced like what I believe was referred to as hyperinflation. And it was nuts. Like people earning minimum wage like had to bring like they had to bring like suitcases to work just to get their paychecks. They had to bring like wheelbarrows to work. They had to bring like literal carts to work just to get their paychecks. Like people earning minimum wage because like there was like their currency was valued so low that like minimum wage workers were earning millions in their old currency. A few months back after the new election. Are you talking about the US election? Their new president is going to sink the country. The dude is legit out of his mind. Are you talking about Trump? You know, I still don't get it. Like, how did he win? It seemed like at least the last election was like between Hillary and Trump. Mixed it up with Argentina. Oh, okay. I guess you're not talking about the US. I was thinking of Argentina, not Venezuela. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. And what was happening? Like, why did they print so much money in the first place? I don't remember. I think it had something to do with the oil or something, because like Venezuela. So from my understanding, Venezuela actually has the largest amount of oil reserves in the world. Well, no, maybe second only to Dubai. I don't remember, but it's like apparently like Venezuela is among the top countries in the world with the most amount of oil reserves, at least like estimated oil reserves. Canada is like up there as well, but because of the kind of oil it is and like where it's located, like it would cost more to get it out than to just, you know, it would cost more to get it out, so it's not viable to get it out as well as to process. So other than that, Venezuela has really large amounts of oil reserves. So but unfortunately, like it's just not being utilized very well. I'll tell you how Trump won this round though. Yeah, cause like, man, okay, obviously I had no idea who the other candidate was, right? But she seemed like, honestly, she seemed like a really reasonable candidate. Like, she seemed like she had a plan, and she seemed like she knew what she was doing. But Trump just seemed like he was the louder candidate. While the Democrats did nothing at all other than perpetuating the status quo. I think, okay. I think I think I get you. I think I get you. So essentially, the American way. They both had different. Like, both candidates had they campaigned in the most American way that they could, but they had very different American ways of doing it. The other one was like the old-fashioned, like, political way of campaigning, and the other one was like the other, like, American way. Trump, just so to be clear. Kamala did great when she started campaigning with her own team, but once the party took over, she got kneecapped. Yeah, that's the thing though, is like political parties typically are, I mean, like, most of the time they're run by old dudes, right? Most of the time they're run by old dudes. So like, and most of the time these old dudes, like, they know what they're doing, right? Like, they've been in the game for so long already. But the problem is these old dudes, like, are very often pompous and just like, man, what's the right word to be using here? And they're like so stuck up in their old ways, I think is the right way to put it. They're indeed very stuck up. Yeah, they got a whole tree up their butts. And like, cause like, I heard some of the stuff that Kamala was talking about, and she seemed really reasonable. Like, you know, any sound person in the right state of mind, right? Like, who wasn't a complete idiot, probably, like, would have voted for her. So I'm just like, you know, when Trump won, I knew that it was gonna be a close election. I don't know if it was close, by the way. I thought it was gonna be a close election, but I was like fairly confident. Like, okay, well, she seems reasonable. She has a plan. She's doing, like, she seems smart, right? She seems smart. She seems to know what she's doing. She seems to have a level head on her shoulders, and like, Trump, guns blazing, coming in like, yee-haw. I guess even Trump was surprised he won. Really? When Kamala started, she went after Trump aggressively and cultivated organic slogans at her rallies. Then the party took over, and she wasn't allowed to insult him or rock the boat anymore. Yeah, because that is usually how, especially when it comes to Americans, like, it's usually like the way to get the most people's attentions over there is to be, one, really loud, because really loud so that everyone can hear you, right? It doesn't even matter if what you're saying makes sense as long as you're loud. If you're loud, then everyone's gonna hear you. If once everyone hears you, that's when you start making sense, because now you got everyone's attention. And you don't necessarily have to be smart to make sense to a lot of these people. You don't have to be to spout out the smartest stuff to make sense to a lot of these people. You just have, because a lot of these people are fed up, right? Like with how everything is going. And it's not just happening in America. It's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. A lot of people are just fed up with how everything is. So if you're loud, you get everyone's attention. Once you get everyone's attention, that's when you start talking about change this, change that. This is awful. This is awful. I hate this. I hate that. And then like it makes people think that, oh, hey, I can, like, this guy hates what I hate too. RJ explaining Twitter. That's basically what I'm doing. I actually did not have Twitter in mind at all, but yeah, basically. Basically. Also, the Democrats don't want to attack the root problem in the U.S. because that would hit their own people too. Yeah. Like if they'd go after Trump for being friends with, sorry, I don't know who that is. Their own as well. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's like a really big issue just in politics in general. Like, cause like, ideally, right? If you go back in history far enough, you find like the initial source of how this system came to be, right? Like how did this system come to be? How did we, all the people that are making money, get to this point where we have to give a portion of all of our incomes to this, like we have to put all of our, like a portion of all of our incomes into this big bowl that this select few people are in charge of. How did we come to be this way? So of course, go back far enough, at some point we needed someone to be in charge, right? We needed someone to be in charge so that all of us can be organized, and it's for our own safety, right? Like, yeah, it's for our own safety. And of course, like for someone to enforce laws for everyone's safety and security. Sure. But at some point, somewhere along the way, the people in charge started to hide a few skeletons in the closet. And some of these skeletons in the closet they're gonna come out when these people that we put in charge of the stuff, of all our stuff, when they try to do their jobs, these skeletons come out of the closet. And now they can't do their jobs anymore because we'll find out about all their skeletons. Hey, what's up, Arush? How's it going, man? Some parts here in Sweden are worried coffee could become cheaper because of tariff stuff. They're worried that coffee will become cheaper? Wait, sorry. I'm not very familiar, but like, are you talking like, does Sweden export a lot of coffee? Is that a thing? Is that's going on here? Because if Sweden exports a lot of coffee becoming cheaper would be a problem. What is this tariff that Trump is Tariff that Trump is right about. Man, Trump and tariffs, I don't know. Tariffs do not always work the way people say they're gonna work. Okay, there's this channel called Economics Explained just recently, I think it was just yesterday actually, came out with a video talking about tariffs and why or why not they're good, how they can be good and how they can be bad. Like basically, like, you know, they don't give us like their opinion on it. They talk about like a very objective like way of looking at it, about what tariffs do to economies. Did you get Arlecchino? I did, Arush. I did. Yeah, but R0 only. Also, this is not my account, Arush. This is my friend's account. So it's a whale. It's a whale account. Not a giga whale, but like a whale nonetheless. Has a few C6 characters, quite a few C2, C3 characters. Yeah. Yikes. I don't know who to use here. They don't suffer from caffeine overdose? No. I mean, like, I don't understand, like, how... Well, I guess I do understand how, but I myself... Oh. Get the stuff. Here. I myself just can't bring myself to drink coffee. But I do understand that a lot of people, they like coffee. A lot of people rely on coffee. A lot of people just like coffee, but are not affected by it in a negative way. As for me, I am affected by it in a negative way, so that's why I don't drink it. It seems like a waste. Even gin, I guess? Sure, crystallize. How is coffee messing you up, RJ? So essentially what happened was somewhere around 2016, 2017, I had a different job than what I have now. And it was the kind of job where I lived and worked in the same place, right? Like I lived where I worked and I worked where I lived. So I could essentially just work from the moment I wake up to the moment I sleep. And because of that, I also was like really excited about the kind of work I had at the time. So like I put in all the time that I had from the moment I wake up to the moment I slept into work. And I wanted to stay awake as much as possible to get as much work done. So that included a lot of coffee. I started with 1 cup a day. And started with a normal day. Woke up at 7. I woke up, no, not 7. Woke up at 8. Immediately started to get to work. Right, just got some bread from the kitchen. Got myself a cup of coffee. And that's it. Made myself a peanut butter sandwich. There you go. Breakfast. Done. All right, work until lunchtime. Work until dinner time. Dinner time. And then work until bedtime. Bedtime. Day 1. 10 o'clock. But I'm like, no, I'm not tired yet. Okay, I'll grab myself a cup of coffee. And I'm gonna keep working. Okay, bedtime got it pushed back to 12 midnight. And then time to wake up the next day gets pushed back to 9 in the morning, maybe 10. And then it kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And at some point, time to go to bed was 9 in the morning and time to wake up was 6 in the afternoon. And it just wasn't productive because sleeping at that time and waking up at that time, I did not feel rested at all when I woke up at that time. It's 6 in the afternoon. In fact, I still felt sleepy. I still, like, because it's nighttime, like it's a weird time to wake up. You wake up and like the sky is dark. Right? It's just really unproductive. Plus the fact that every now and then we had to go to trade shows to like display the stuff we were working on. And so I would sometimes just have like completely sleepless nights, like literally like absolutely sleepless nights. Are just from the Philippines. Yes, yeah, that's true. I'm from the Philippines, Arush. I'm new to Genshin. Oh, really? How are you finding Genshin, Arush? It just eventually I started to no. Eventually, and on top of that, on top of pushing always pushing back my sleep schedule further and further back, I also started to notice that I couldn't operate anymore. I couldn't do anything without coffee, right? Like day 1, I'm fine. Like coffee was like, I want coffee. I like coffee. I like the smell of coffee. I like the taste of coffee. And I like it that I'm able to work for longer. And day 2, day 3, day 4. Month 2, I wake up in the morning and I can't do anything without a cup of coffee. Month 3, I have 1 cup of coffee, the usual cup of coffee, and I'm like, man, I still feel sleepy. I'll grab myself a 2nd cup. Month 4, I need 4 cups. Month 5, I need 6 cups a day. So like, when does it stop? You like Kopiko? I actually, yeah, that is actually my favorite coffee brand here. Kopiko Black 3-in-1 is my favorite. Another favorite another one I also really like is Nescafe, just the stick, just coffee. Just Nescafe sticks. So yeah, Nescafe sticks and Kopiko Black 3-in-1. Just watch some YouTube and from friends. Oh, really? So who got you to play Genshin, Arush? YouTube and some friends? I hope your friends are helping you out. Hydro characters. How many Hydro characters do we have? Okay, we have Yelan. Oh, we have Xingqiu. Oh, I think this is gonna be good. Natural blessings. Stay. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I like this better. I think I like this better. Okay. Ayato, Yunjin. Okay. Shangling, sure. And I don't know. I guess Venti. Eh. Okay, sure, whatever. They have completed Genshin. They've completed Genshin and are now playing Elden Ring and Wukong, etc., etc. Oh man, Arush, I don't know how you feel about it, man. I don't know if you're. I hope you're enjoying Genshin, right? I really do hope you're enjoying Genshin. But like what you described to me just now, it sounds like exactly like what happened to me every time when I was in elementary school. When I was in elementary school, like I would see my friends play a game. I would see them have so much fun playing the game together, and I start to get into the game, and because I'm a beginner, I can't hang out with them just yet. I can't play with them just yet. Once I get to the point where they were at when they start when I started, I'm like I start thinking, oh awesome, I'm this level now, so I can play with them now. I can play with them now, and then they're like so much further away from me now that I still can't play with them. And then by the time that I get to that level, they're gone. They've already started playing other games. They've left this game that I spent all this time trying to catch up to them. I certainly hope you aren't in that same situation, Arush. Like, and if you are, I really hope that you enjoy Genshin. I really do hope that you enjoy Genshin. I obviously I'm playing it, right? So I like Genshin. I like Genshin. You know. Hey, anyway, if you have any questions for us, feel free to ask us, man. Feel free to ask us. Oh, I think this was a bad idea. I'm pretty sure Ayato is built, but it's Ayato. So, how good, how good can he be? No, I somehow still haven't used Hu Tao. Very surprising. Okay, well, let's give this a try. Not too bad. Not too bad. Awesome, 45k is in there. Not bad. Don't make Genshin as your job. Stop if you want to and play something else. Yeah, that's actually very sound advice. Yeah, don't make Genshin into a job. I thought that's so new. It's a new character. It's just Shangling, right? It does feel Like it's a new character. It really does feel like a new character just from the skin. Just because like the skin is so, it looks so different, and the icon over here on the side too is different. It makes it feel like a new character. Brilliant blessings and cost test 10. Okay, sure. That would have been so much nicer an hour ago, but whatever. Is Shenhe good to build? Yes, that's right. She is really good. She is one of the best characters in the game. I also play other games, but I also like Genshin. So, what are you doing in Genshin currently, Arush? Are you trying to do combat, or are you going through the quests? We gonna have my dinner now? Alright, alright. AR-26 and doing the quests. Ah, I see, I see. Alright, well, anyway, take your time with it, Arush. Take your time with it. Don't rush, because if you rush through it too fast, you might end up getting tired of it, and it'll start to feel like a job instead of a game. So, yeah, take your time with it. Oops.
Today,
Isn't it bad if new players start summoning Natlan characters, since it'll take a long time to get there? That's true. The big problem is now it's not as bad now as it used to be, because they just straight up give you a teleporter to, like, the teleporter is just already unlocked to go straight to those regions. Like they started doing that with Fontaine and Natlan both have that, as well as Chenyu Vale as well. But the fact that you still have to get through at least the monster. Wait, you know what? Actually, you don't have to finish the Mondstadt quest. You can just go like, you get to the point where you can start wishing, and then you wish, and then like, you can go teleport straight to Natlan or Fontaine, and then start your adventure from there. So it's not as bad. The big problem is that Fontaine and Natlan everything, right? Overworld is just so much harder than Mondstadt and Liyue and Inazuma. Like, just monsters just hit harder. They are tankier. Bosses are tankier. That's the big problem. Oh, hey, what's up, Spartan? I hate having no Mora. Man, if only we could start like you know, like the RJ treasure hoarder bank, you know? Like what would we call that? RTH bank. Yeah, there you go. We'll call it the RTH bank. you could get a loan from my bank. Okay, you, and I don't have another element. Okay, whatever. I don't have Primo Gems to wish. How do I get them faster? Okay. So the main sources of Primo Gems you have, Arush, in the game are, of course, free Primo Gems, are doing daily commissions. So those are the purple quests. Doing daily commissions, do them every day. The purple commissions. Okay, question. Which server are you on, Arush? I did one pull and got Arlecchino. Hey, congrats, Alex. Congrats. Happy for you, man. How do I clear 23 gigs of screenshots without sifting through them? Control A, delete. No, wait. Control A, shift, delete. I'm kidding. Don't do that, by the way. Shift, delete, deletes them straight away. They don't even go into your recycle bin anymore. Asia. Okay. Are you actually in Asia, Arush? Delete system 32. Thanks, Graphs. By the way, if those screenshots are actually important to you, please do not do what I just said. I just realized I don't have a healer. Oh wait, I have a healer. I'm an idiot. Call me. What the? How did? What? I swapped off of Chaska, and I swear I saw Chaska wasn't dead, and then she died while she was off field. From India. Okay, cool. So every I don't know what time it is in India now, but say, okay, I'm from the Philippines, and so that's GMT plus 8. My time zone here is GMT plus 8. So if I play on the Asia server, every 4 a.m. my time, something called the daily server reset happens, and that's when like everything in a day resets. That's when, like, if you already did your daily commissions today, 4 a.m. tomorrow, you will get new daily commissions. So do your purple quests. Daily commissions give you once you do 4 of them and you go talk to Catherine afterwards, You get 60 Primogems every day from that. Of course, there are also events. I can't show you yet because I'm in here, so I can't show you yet. But events are another one. Quests. The quests that you're doing right now, the ones that give the biggest the most amount of Primogems are the big yellow quests. The ones that are yellow on your map, because those are Archon quests. There are also some big blue ones. Blue ones are what we call world quests, and those also give a fair amount of Primogems. So yeah, those are and of course exploration. Just explore the world, open chests, do challenges. Those, like, yeah, right now, since you're a brand spanking new player, you have a lot of stuff in your world that you haven't unlocked yet. So you still have a bunch of a lot of sources of Primogems right now. No, too late. You deleted 2.5 years of memories, RJ. Oh my god. Hey, you did ask me without sifting through them. Right? That's what you said. How do I clear this without sifting through them? So I gave you an answer. Alt F4. What is? Oh, okay. Oh wait, what? That I'm done? I'm done. Oh god. Wait, am I really done? For real? Okay, I guess it is for real. I am done. Nice. We get 5-star characters only after 90 wishes. Okay, Arush, let me give you a detailed rundown about how the wishing system works. Right after this fight, okay? Right after this fight, because I can't get into the wishing screen in here. So right after this fight, let me give you a detailed rundown of how it goes. Yeah, okay. I think... Wait a moment. What is Xianyun's build? Is she on VV? No, she's not on VV. Okay, so nope, not you. Yeah, sure. Just saw some 300k normal attacks there. Jeez. Okay, I better update the stream then, because I put this stream into the world exploration playlist when it shouldn't be. Imaginarium Mondays. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's actually a really good tip too. What Luap said, yeah, don't wish on the weapon banner. I mean, you can again, it's a video game, right? So you do whatever you want, but we're just saying, the most efficient way of doing stuff in this game. Right? You can do whatever you want. That's your account. You make the final decisions on it. Can't tell you what you can and can't do. Don't be a toxic player. Oops. Oh, okay. By the way, Arush, I don't know if you just saw me do that, but you just saw me claim 800 Primo Gems. So, if you saw me do that, this thing that I'm doing now, that I just did now, is called Imaginarium Theater. It is sort of like one of the two, like, I guess end game, like type, yeah, one of the two like end game modes in Genshin. So one, oh god, okay, hang on, there, one being this Imaginarium Theater, and the other one being Spiral Abyss. So every month you can get a total of, so I believe it's 800 from here, right? And how much from the Spiral Abyss? I don't remember. Is it also 800? Oh, come on. 200. Okay, 800. Yeah, 800 every month. So 800 every month from here and 800 every month from here. So every month you get 1600 Primogems if you are able to max out this and this every month. But you know, you're not obviously you're not gonna max that out yet, right? That's gonna be for much later on. So of course your daily commissions, those would be these things, the purple quests, like I just said, events, which you can get from here. By the way, like it's up here, or if you're on PC, press F5. Those would be this thing, right? This is an event. That's an event. Oh yeah, yeah. You also like every now and then we get 500 Primogems for doing a new Archon quest. So when there's a new Archon quest and you're able to play it, and you see this in here, I recommend you go play it. Because usually it gives like 500 extra Primogems on top of what you already get from doing the quest itself. So, Arush, you still in chat, man? Okay, cool. All right, so this is the wishing screen, right? So you asked me earlier, can you only get a 5-star when you do 90 wishes? No, that is what we call hard pity. So every time you wish, there is a, okay, let's go into details. Where can I find that thing? Oh, here. Okay, there is a 0.6% chance. Okay, not 6%, 0.6. So it's less than 1% chance. Every time you wish, there's a 0.6% chance that you will get a 5-star. It's a 5-star. If you haven't gotten a 5-star yet, if you haven't gotten a 5-star from these banners yet, that means that you are currently on what we call 50-50. So you have a 50% chance to get this 5-star, the 5-star on the banner you're rushing on. And you have a 50% chance of getting a standard 5-star. A standard 5-star being these ones here. These characters. So, Dia, Keqing, Qiqi, Jean, Tainari, Mona, and Diluc. And in the future, like this list of standard 5-stars will grow. In 5.5, we're getting one new one, right? So, and because you're on 50-50, if you win the 50-50, right? If you win the 50-50, then of course you get the character you're wishing for. But if you lose the 50-50, then you get one of these. You get one of the standard 5-stars. Which, it's not great because they're not very good. They're really not very good. So yeah. Oh, another thing too. Something that you cannot see in here is what we refer to as soft pity. So no one really knows for sure exactly when it starts, but soft pity, as most people. What most people say is somewhere around 75, 76 wishes. Your chances of getting a 5-star on every wish start going up. So they're not at 0.6% chance anymore every wish. Somewhere around 75, 76, or 77 wishes. Or maybe 74, I could be wrong. Your chances of getting a 5-star every wish you get start going up. So they won't be this 0.6% chance anymore. Watch some cooking channels. Bye, guys. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today, Siri. Take care, man. Make dinner? All right, all right. Good luck, Mr. J. Take care, man. Have bad luck for for sure. I mean, at 0.6% chance, no one has good luck. 0.6 is so small, man. I'm free to play. I just lost 90 pity spin on Shenhe to try. Oh, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, Alpha. That's of all the characters. Well, I mean, I guess it's not Qiqi, so that's a good thing, right? I think that's a good thing. Gonna lose the 50-50 too? Yeah. It really does not feel good. Really does not feel good because it's a 50-50. So what Luap earlier said, don't wish on this banner, because right now you're a new player, and it is just so hard as a new player to. Well, this team, as you can see, obviously you see that I have a team, right? And I'm in the overworld right now. This is the overworld. You are going to see a lot of the overworld right now because you're a new player. And the overworld will just get a lot easier if you have a good team. But it's really hard to get a good team if you don't have any characters to begin with. So that's why Luap earlier said, don't wish on the weapon banner. It would be better if you wished on the character banners for now. Get characters. Get characters so you can start to put teams together. Do not wish on this banner. Do not wish on this banner. This is what we refer to as the standard banner. And as you continue to play the game, you will accumulate some of this thing, Acquaint Fates. We refer to them as blue fates. What you need to wish on these banners, the weapon banner and the two, we refer to these as limited banners. And this thing too, this one's like a special kind of banner. This one is not here all the time. But it also takes this fate, like the intertwined fate, the pink and blue one. So weapon banner, and these, we call these limited 5-star banners, the limited character banners. They take intertwined fates. And you might be confused, like, okay, but I don't get intertwined fates from there. I just go here and then confirm, right? And as you can see here, the intertwined fate icon here, purchase, intertwined fate, an additional intertwined fate, right? So it, like, when you do this and you click confirm, that is an intertwined fate. It buys an intertwined fate automatically for you. So it's just better, like, it's like as you continue to play the game, you will slowly accumulate some Acquaint Fates. And whatever Acquaint Fates that you accumulate just from playing the game, don't buy them, okay? Don't buy Acquaint Fates. You will get stuff, you will just get Acquaint Fates just by playing the game. Whatever Acquaint Fates you get from the game, use that on this banner. But otherwise, do not use your Primo Gems on this banner. Do not use Primo Gems to buy Acquaint Fates for this banner. So just use whatever free Acquaint Fates that you get as you play the game. So one source of Acquaint Fates is the Battle Pass. As a free-to-play, you get Acquaint Fates every now and then. You get a couple of Acquaint Fates. And of course, the shop as well. You press escape. Right, you go into the shop. That is the place that I was in just a moment ago. All right, you can also go through the wish screen, right? The shop, same shop. You go into Paimon's Bargains, and if you have Stardust, Masterless Stardust, every month you will be able to buy five intertwined fates and 5 acquaint fates. If you don't have any Stardust, I recommend prioritizing intertwined fates instead of acquaint fates. But if you have an abundance of Stardust, then of course you can buy both. But you can also only buy 5 every month, just like here. It's out already. Are you on Asia? No, my accounts are on the North America server. But this account I'm on right now is not my account. This is my friend's account. Next banner is trash. What are you talking about? Oh, Mizuki and Sigewinne. I don't know how much worse you can get than that. I really don't know how you can get much worse than that. Okay, well, I'm sorry. It's late where I am, Arush, so I'm not coming up with like some good ideas for like what other good tips to give you right now. But if you have any other questions, if you have Discord, by the way, we have a Discord server, so feel free to join there if you have any questions for us. Um, yeah, if you want my help personally, just ping me over there. My name is Ellis Einstein. Yeah. Anyway, it's getting late, guys. I'm not gonna stay up too late for too long. I just thought I should have tried to add your Asia account. I've been here for what, years? I still don't have you on my friends list. Then I remember I barely play. You barely play your Asia account. Yeah, yeah, and like my Asia account. Don't just you cannot count on my Asia account for any help whatsoever. It's not built at all. It's just gonna be a burden in any fight. I got Arlecchino just now. Hey, okay. Hey, congrats, Arush. Okay, all right. So one thing that's gonna suck. Okay, you got a new character. It's awesome. It's great. One thing that's gonna suck is you're gonna have to farm for that character. You're gonna have to. So for Arlecchino, you're gonna need a bunch of these things, which you can get from Fatui enemies. Which, for I don't know. I think, yeah, I think you might have trouble fighting them for now. Especially because you're a new player, you lack the elements to deal with their different elemental mechanics and stuff. But hey, good luck. Good luck. Enjoy the game. Congratulations on your Arlecchino. I've been on and off the stream. Did you see one Arlecchino, RJ? No chance. No. I mean, I appreciate that you're thinking of thinking that I would win that though, but no chance that's gonna happen. I did get a super early no, not Arlecchino, super early 5-star on my main account though, like less than 10 pity, less than 10 pity. So I was happy about that. Would have been nice if it was an Arlecchino. Would have been nice if it, was an Arlecchino. But it wasn't. It was a 50. I lost 50-50 to Tainari. But hey, early 5-star is an early 5-star. So thanks. Now I'm on guaranteed at the very least. Would have been nice though. Really would have been nice if that had been Arlecchino. That had been Arlecchino, then I might have actually been able to put in a couple more wishes, like a couple of wishes into the Chronicled banner to try and go for Jade Cutter. That really would have been nice. But hey, I guess my luck isn't that great. Well, it was something. It wasn't nothing. It was something. Your stream is lucky. I wish, man. I wish. Shall I level up my Arlecchino right now? Arlecchino is one of the strongest characters in the game. Now, you don't need certain characters to make Arlecchino strong, but she does get way stronger when you have certain characters in the game. So, someday, you're gonna get someone called Xingqiu. Level him up. When you get, level him up. Pair him together with your Arlecchino. Really, they go really well together. If not Xingqiu, the more expensive version of Xingqiu is Yelan. They go really well together as well. They go really well together. Candice goes really well with Arlecchino too, but Candice is going to be a little more expensive to build because she needs a lot of stats for her to actually become good with Arlecchino. So for now, Xingqiu, Yelan. Oh, since you're wishing on the Arlecchino banner, you are gonna get a bunch of Chevreuse copies probably. So Chevreuse is really good with Arlecchino as well, but you have to put Arlecchino in an Electro and Pyro only team. You cannot put other elements in there. And Chevreuse makes that kind of team really, really good. Sucrose, yeah, man. Sucrose is really good. Sucrose is one of the best characters in the game. She is a support, though. She is not a damage dealer, so don't expect Sucrose to do good damage. She is a very good support, though. Such as Gampa. Good night, good night. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us, Shinrin. Take care, man. Yeah, I was about to get off anyway. I was about to get off. So, I'm sorry, Arush. I wish I could I wish I could stick around and like help you out a lot more, but it's late here and I have work tomorrow. So, anyway, again, like I said, we have a Discord server. If you use Discord, feel free to join it. For those of you who need help building your characters, accounts, or making a decision on which banners to pull for, you, Arush, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams, and in the pinned message in YouTube chat. If you want my personal opinion, you can ping me over there. My name is Elvis Einstein. Of course, you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye.